Hello, my name is Ariana Sierkiewicz and I am one of the writers at Rebel Wolves. In June, we showed you a part of a quest where Cohen is looking for a legendary sword, and today we're going to get to the end of that quest. The game is currently in the pre-beta stage, so you may still see some bugs and glitches. You will also see some changes and additions we've made to the game based on the community feedback.
You're scaring my lass. What is it about?
You've been heard disrespecting the Knyaz, singing songs that mocked him and the faith.
Who told you this nonsense? Was it
Since one of our game's main features is the duality of Cohen, our hero, who is human by day and a vampire by night, we're gonna show you two ways to play the quest. This is yet another example of our narrative sandbox. We can approach each of the quests in a variety of ways, remembering about the duality of our hero, human by day and vampire by night, knowing we have both day and night as our allies. In June, we started on the outskirts of Svartro and had a brief stint with some bandits. Cohen got rid of them easily with a few well-timed sword cuts and active abilities. Then we walked around the city a bit until we reached the cathedral, this time entering it without any hassle during the day as a human. Let's continue that playthrough.
The baptism of a newborn is a solemn moment, doubly so. A new life joins our flock, bringing happiness to its parents and to the congregation. Natus ex sanguine est, alitur sanguine, et in sanguine morietur. Ego te baptizo in nomine Dei. Amen. Don't I know you from somewhere, young man? Laslia, maybe?
That's right. My name's Cohen.
It's a real shame what happened there. So many good people imprisoned. But where there is sin, there must be chastisement. And speaking of sin, come with me. I'll take your confession.
Thank you, but I have no need for confession.
Ah, so you deem your conscience clear?
I wouldn't go that far. But I'm sure you're a busy man, Father. So while I appreciate the offer, I feel that my soul shouldn't be your priority.
I won't press the matter. You are quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to. But please remember that in order to be saved, we all need to repent. Myself included. I hope we can speak again soon. Good day to you, Cohen.
Father Florin?
We can start by chatting with the deacon. He might know something about the catacombs where Saint Mihai is buried.
Pay the workers, clean up the altar. What else? Oh, right, the bell tower. Yes, what is it? Have much to do? So either be quick about it, or leave me to my duties.
Could you point me towards the entrance to the crypt?
What are you talking about?
I wanted to pay my respects to the city's founders. Light a candle in their memory, if possible.
Sorry to disappoint, son, but there's no crypt in this house of worship now, if that is all.
Things change, especially in the last few years. Perhaps the crypt was built over or sealed away?
Listen, son. The parish book doesn't say anything about any crypt. I should know. I wrote parts of it myself.
Can I take a look? Just to make sure.
No. The library is not open to just anyone. Still, it seems to me you have plenty of time on your hands and will keep on badgering me. Tell you what, I'll give your idle hands something to do, and afterwards maybe I'll let you take a look into the library,
Tell me what you need, then.
Our caretaker, Radu, is missing, it seems. It's been a few days since he last came to work, and now his duties have become my duties. I imagine he's lazing about somewhere, having a laugh at my expense.
Any idea where to look for him? Perhaps he's at home.
If I only knew where that is. Radu's a secretive man. No, I'd rather ask around in the almshouse. He spends a lot of time talking to the inmates.
The almshouse? Where is it?
Go out to the courtyard and turn left. Carry on walking until you see a well on your right. The almshouse's entrance is just by that well. I try to avoid going there myself. Ugh, a dreadful place. Really dreadful. Anyway, be on your way, son. And let me know when you find Radu.
Turns out the deacon had his own agenda and asked us to find out what happened to the local caretaker. Let's find the asylum he mentioned. While on those sacred grounds, we should mention that every week, in some of Vales and Gora's churches, people gather for the so-called Blood Mass. It was established by Brensis and his clique of vampires after they took rule in Vales and Gora. Every villager is required to donate a significant amount of their blood, and in return, they are cured from all illness. Like Cohen's sister in the CGI trailer. It's how Brensis controls the population. Each blood mass is conducted by Father Florin himself.
Maybe we could go there today, see if we can help.
Yeah, right. The deacon will be really glad to see dirty bums like us walking around his glorious church.
You don't know that, maybe?
Oh, stuff it. We'll go and see Dragan instead. He's on
Maybe someone in here has seen the caretaker.
5 hours longer.
The sister is too busy to take a look at him. It's just a matter of time until that wound festers.
What do you want?
I'm looking for the caretaker. I've been told he sometimes comes here.
You mean Radu? Yeah, I know him. Steer clear of that bastard.
Any idea where he is?
Right now? Nah. But I do know something. Might be interesting for you.
Really? All right, tell me.
That's not how it works, friend. I need a little palm grease first.
Here you go. It better be worth it.
It is. Something strange is going on here. Every night there are noises. Creaking, scratching, and, I don't know, things being pushed around. Some of the folk here say the building's haunted.
Listen, I didn't pay to hear a ghost story. You were supposed to tell me about the caretaker.
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm not trying to swindle you or nothing. You see, there's a closed-off wing here. They put the plague patients there when it first hit. But one day, They decided they were beyond help and sealed them all off, left them all to die. But I hear that the caretaker knew how to get in there, some secret entrance, and used it, but I don't know what for.
I see. Any idea where it might be?
Somewhere upstairs, I think. You'd have to look around.
All right, I'll check it out. Thanks.
It seems the asylum resident, apart from telling us a gruesome story about what happened to the plague patients, gave us a useful hint about the secret entrance to the asylum wing. For a price, of course. Using focus mode allows us to see that there might be something hidden behind the shelves.
Scratches on the floor.
Let's investigate the location. It was a separate wing for patients who fell ill with the plague.
Damn! What a stench! Something's rotten in here. So many died here, in isolation.
This wing was blocked off, and they were left to die a terrible death. Something else happened here.
Huh. Died recently. Killed by something bestial.
This body looks fresh compared to the rest.
It's getting better and better.
We have to face a creature called Muron. While it is theoretically a vampire, its transformation did not go correctly. Occasionally, Murons produce loud, inhuman screams which stun the target, if it is within the scream's range.
You!
As you can observe, their behavior is chaotic and hard to predict. Muroni possessed the vampiric ability of Shadow Step. However, it is juggy and unstable.
These must have killed Radu and the missing residents.
We can learn more about what has happened here by using the Compel Soul hex. You can learn this hex during the game. It is a feature enabling the player to talk with certain corpses, those that have moths flying above them. Magic is only available to Cohen in his human form. We wouldn't be able to talk to the dead had we come here at night.
It's you, isn't it? Please, stop! It hurts! I beg you! We're friends! Radu, please!
That's enough. Rest now.
We can go back to the Deacon now and report our findings. Before we chat to him, notice that our current objective again has the hourglass symbol. This tells you that the dialogue will push the time forward.
Yes? Why are you pestering me again?
I know what happened to Radu.
Good. So, what was that wastrel doing all this time? Getting drunk on communion wine? Tell me.
I found him in the almshouse, in the sealed-off wing. The caretaker was hiding there, but he was no longer human. He turned into something terrible, a monster. I'm sorry, but I had to kill him.
What? I don't understand. What happened to Radu?
He was involved in something dark. There were corpses in his hiding place. Probably his latest victims. But how he became that creature is anyone's guess.
A monster in the house of God. First the plague, now this. Oh, truly, we might just be living in the end times. Right. I'll have to talk to the guards, send them to retrieve the bodies, and clean up that place.
You do what you need to do, but I believe we had a deal. May I enter the library now?
What? Yes. You may go inside with my blessing. I'll tell someone to leave the door unlocked for you. The book you're looking for, it's called The Annals of Svartrau Cathedral. Now, excuse me, I must go to Father Florin and tell him we need a new caretaker.
He gave us access to the library in exchange for our information. Let's go there and find the book he has mentioned. Reading books in our game works surprisingly similarly to the way it works in real life. They might teach us new skills or give us additional experience. Let's stop here and load a save game from the night variant playthrough of this quest. We are again in Svartrau, in front of the cathedral.
Guidance. They'll guide us right to our grave, those fucks.
As a vampire, you'll see and experience the world from a different perspective.
You sure it'll work?
Certain as the sunrise. And if not, I'll pay you back double.
Provided I'm able to crawl back to you. It's for Kiri blood after all. Sorry.
Let's get inside the building using Cohen's vampiric abilities, Plane Shift and Shadow Step. You can travel quickly and easily access places beyond the reach of regular humans. Last time we were inside the cathedral, we came across Xanthi, one of Brensis's officers. She was a difficult opponent for Cohen, so this time we're going to be smart about it, stay on the scaffoldings, and show you an alternative approach.
Better be quiet.
To blood.
Blood to blood, blood.
You shall
Is that
become Kenya's
Voyeurist Xanthi?
most faithful
What
servant.
the hell is she doing here?
His command shall become the
What is she
sole
doing?
voice in your heart.
Is that a ritual for the blood
fellow
gods?
blood god shall become your new family. You shall want for nothing. You shall yearn for nothing. Only
They're covering up the old
duty shall
paintings.
remain.
Why?
Blood to blood.
One of the workers must have left it.
You shall become Kenya's
Seems that the cathedral complex is quite big. The main building, cloisters, inner courtyard. The entrance to the crypt could be anywhere. Won't get anything done just standing around. Still, staying up here would be a smart idea.
Your fellow blood god shall become your new family. You shall want for nothing. You shall yearn for nothing. Only duty shall remain.
Bound in blood.
Blood to blood.
Let's start by checking out one of the frescoes in detail.
You shall
Sanctus
become
Mihai,
Kenya's Brens's most
patron
faithful
saint of Svartrau
servants.
himself.
His command
Victorious and well-loved.
The
There's the legendary silver sword. I hope it really does exist.
You shall want for nothing. You shall yearn for nothing. Only duty shall remain.
Saint Mihai's symbol. Good. It should help my search.
Turns out, this one was actually about Saint Mihai, owner of the sword we're after. The powerful weapon might tip the scales in Cohen's favor and help him save his family from the vampire lord Brensis.
Your command shall become the sole voice in your hearts. Your fellow blood god shall
We can check some of the buildings in the courtyard. Maybe we'll find some interesting clues inside them. Let's shadow step to this one below. It's the library we were supposed to enter a few moments ago, in our day variant playthrough.
So many books.
It seems that people don't usually close the balcony doors in Svartro. We can again use our system of getting a closer look at certain objects to both appreciate the beauty of the story being crafted in front of our eyes and to uncover secrets about Vales and Gora.
The annals of Svartra Cathedral. They're bound to have some information on Saint Mihai's crypt. And thus Saint Mihai was laid to rest in the catacombs beneath the cathedral's side courtyard, by the cloisters, marked by his own personal sigil. The saint's remains and his sword were buried under a memorial stone. Under Saint Mihai's memorial stone. And I already know his symbol.
All right, we should be looking for a crypt somewhere on the premises of the Svartro Cathedral. Let's grab the door key on the way to open the door. The cathedral is heavily guarded outside, and it looks like the guards aren't really fond of Cohen lurking around the premises. Let's deal with them swiftly, using our claw. We've listened to your feedback, and we've worked on the flow of using active abilities. We are no longer pausing the choice menu. It's real-time, in gameplay. It's also a good opportunity to show you another use of the Voracious Bite ability Cohen uses to drain people's blood. In combat, it will both replenish your health and deal some damage. Time to move on. Let's explore the other areas in the courtyard.
I'm alright. Just need to get a breather. That's all.
Let's use the sword this time, because yes, you can fight with a sword as a vampire too. But before we engage, let's adjust the camera. Camera placement was one of the hottest topics after our gameplay reveal. We've got lots of feedback about it, and we decided to add a second option for those of you who prefer the camera slightly further away from the character. The camera will be adjustable for combat and exploration separately, so you can choose the setup you prefer. Cohen's faster using the sword as a vampire compared to his human form. Take notice of the hourglass icon next to our objective. It indicates that opening the crypt will move the time forward.
How about here? Saint Mihai's symbol.
Let's open the entrance and investigate the crypt. Lighting up a torch might be a good idea.
This place must have been sealed off for ages. I wonder why.
We can hear some moaning coming from behind one of the walls. Let's investigate this.
Is that moaning. I think it's coming from behind this wall.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Wait, are you Mihai?
Tobias!
You'll finally pay. What you did to me, Tobias?
I'm not...
Shit!
Listen to me!
No more. Your eyes.
We've been attacked by Mihai, who was an important figure in the valley. And for some reason, he was buried alive in the catacombs. Of course, as players, you'll be able to learn why that has happened. But we'd like to avoid too many spoilers here. That's why we are stopping this presentation mid-fight. We hope that you have enjoyed seeing how much variation there is behind just one of the objectives in the game. Remember, our design principle is the narrative sandbox. There is no difference between main quests and side quests. There are just different stories that you weave together into your own unique adventure. Thank you for joining me today, and stay tuned for more updates on our social media profiles. Bye!